Good day, everybody. Happy or Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve 2024. Where has the time gone? That's a good question. Well, we have about 6 inches of snow today. So guess what this means? Plow time. Plow time. Okay, what's going on here? It's crusty stuff. Alright, so we're going to get plowing here this morning, and we're going to have some fun. And it's nice and fluffy this morning, so we got a good 6 inches here. I'll take some videos of the front of the tractor and show you what we've got. And this is the first year with this tractor. It's a bit bigger than my old tractor, so I'm interested to see what kind of plowing this machine does. It's still a Kubota, so I went last year. I had a B2650. This year I have an L35. B2650, and this is an L3560. So, fair size difference. I would say it must be close to double the weight of the B26. And I have plowed a couple of times this year. It's a wet stuff, early snow, really crappy stuff to plow. And it is certainly got a little more power to push, so it's quite nice that way. So and it's a little bit faster because it's just bigger and goes faster, so it has a little more torque, a little more power to push, which is really nice. I'm pleased with that, and the hydraulics work pretty good. So we're going to do some plowing today. Yeah, seen one of the tenants come in this morning, and the bumper was pushing snow in an SUV, so that showed me that we had a fair amount of snow. And the snow has pretty much stopped, and we're going to get her cleaned up here. So we'll do our thing, and I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, shoot them in the comments. See what you got for questions. I'm going to do a rough cleanup here in the yard, and then I have to go do the local church. So we'll get her done. I'm going to do most of it here in my yard and my young fellow's place. Ground's still soft. I hate plowing this time of year. Still the ground's hard, but not much I can do about it. And dig in the grass. Even in float, it takes too much. So I'm plowing in medium gear. Seems to have lots of power, and seems to work okay. I'm going to give a place, maybe he will know enough to go in there to park, and then I can plow the rest later when I get back. Alright, let's crank some heat in here, get things thawed out, and put the defroster on, be back here. Transitioning from pavement to grass to pavement, so it's kind of a nuisance. And the grass is still soft, like I said, so we haven't had a whole amount of cold weather, so that's part of what we've got here this year so far, and it is what it is. So Alright, go up across my yard. Did a little shoveling. Let's switch camera views. Alrighty. Let's get some plowing across the front of my, I shoveled it out a little bit, across the front of my garage doors. My wife always enjoys me plowing into the grass because, of course, you're going to get a little bit of stuff dug up, but that's life in a snowplow. Now, I sold my B2650 last fall, or last spring, I guess, and I haven't. Well, the guy that bought my tractor, he bought everything I had. He bought my plow, my grapple, my forks, everything. So I've been slowly replacing the stuff that he bought. And I shouldn't have sold some of the stuff because some of the stuff ended up costing me more than I was able to replace it. So it is what it is. And what do? You know, I have replaced my forks a while back. I bought some stuff on the auction to replace my grapple. Mind you, it was a bigger grapple than what I had, so that's kind of nice. And you know, I'm working away at it. And I do have a blade, a new plow, same as what I had. But it's at my brother's house and I haven't had a chance to go pick it up. So, I work tomorrow, Christmas Day, and on the way home, I'm going to go pick it up. I work, for those of you that don't know, I work 100 miles away from home, and what is that? Anyway, we'll work away at this, and the heat's going to start coming in the tractor, which is always nice. I don't mind plowing with the box blade, or the snow box, snow pusher, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't work too bad. I'm going to take a couple of big bites here, and then I'll clean up. It does work good. But I have to say, last winter, I did enjoy plowing with the blade. I did like the way the blade worked, the ability to angle it, and you could chase the windrows a little better with the angle blade. So I'm anxious to get that, and I love plowing light snow like this. The wet, heavy snow, I hate it. The tractor doesn't have quite enough weight to plow the wet, heavy stuff, and it's kind of a nuisance, but it is what it is, and we do what we can. What do you do after that? So it was a pretty good little storm. I wasn't expecting as much snow as what came, and so get a little fun on Christmas Eve. Now we do have a service, I believe. They may have canceled it, I'm not sure, at our church. So I will be going to the church here shortly and getting that looked after as well. So, but I have to say, this new tractor does work quite nicely to plow. Say it's quite a bit bigger, and this stuff pushing really nice anyway. But I pushed some wetter snow earlier, and the bigger tractor and the extra weight actually made quite a difference. I don't know if I can throw chains on this one. The B2650, you have to have spacers to be able to put chains on it, and I really thought about buying spacers, but $500, I opted not to buy them. So we'll see. I do have a set of chains that probably work on this tractor, but so far I don't think I need it. And we'll see. We'll play her by ear. This tractor probably could use a bigger snow pusher. It probably could push a, I don't know what this one is, I think 7 foot. I probably could put a 10 foot on it. Probably push this stuff, not a problem. But the problem is when you get into some of the heavier stuff, she won't work. Push too hard. Now I'll tell you, the blade, this here section here works pretty good with the pusher, but when you get going down the long driveway, the angle blade is so much nicer. So now I could make some wings for the angle blade I have to be able to catch some of the snow and I'm pushing straight, trying to make a angle blade, box blade, pusher, snow pusher all together. Maybe I'll look into that next year, but we'll see. But right now, this push box works pretty good, and the tractor's working nicely. Now, my first storm I plowed, I lost my gas cap, and I didn't notice it for 2 or 3 days. I don't know where I lost it, and I got water in the fuel, so had to pull the tractor into the garage, thaw it out a little bit, and then I changed my filters, and I did empty the fuel bowl, or the water filter separator, and I noticed the other day when I did a little bit of work with the tractor that there was water in it again, so I'm going to have to pay attention to that for a little while and make sure we get that all cleaned out good. So, we'll come across here, go right down the driveway. This is where the angle blade does a nicer job, and you can push her, angle it, and it cuts a lot nicer. Long straight stretches. Now, if you don't have any long straight stretches, it really doesn't matter, but the long straight stretches it does. Alright, we'll work this section some more. My box blade really needs a little bit of TLC, but we'll work her the way she's working. Try to lift a little bit just at the grass, try to stop it. This section over here is froze up a little more than the other section, because I was parking the 650 on there, so it's got a little frost in it, which is good. We got a little bit of ice on the driveway, but that's okay. For those of you that haven't seen any of my shorts yet, my not my underwear, but my short videos, I have just decided to get a new truck. I bought a Ford Lightning, fully electric. I did go to the extended range battery, the bigger battery. Some people think I'm crazy for doing it, but I'm kind of excited. It's going to be a learning curve for sure, because I don't just drive 20 or 30 kilometers to work. I drive 100 miles. 101 way is 145 kilometers to where I work. So tomorrow will be the first day. Now, if anybody of you have done any research on electric vehicles, wintertime is a kicker for them. So we'll see what kind of range I get in the cold weather. So Ford advertises 511 kilometers. So that's like summertime temperatures. And I actually had the opportunity to go to a different dealer and pick this truck up. And when I went to pick it up, it was telling me 398 kilometers, I think is what the range was. You do lose a significant amount for the cold weather, and that's just the way it is with a EV. But I've done a lot of YouTubing looking for some realistic information, and there's a lot of information on the 23s, 22s. The 24s came out, they have a heat pump. So curious to see what kind of range, real world range I'm going to get with it. So we'll play her by ear and we'll see. But it is what it is. It's the only way I can justify buying a full-size truck. I looked for a long time at used trucks because I got rid of my 450. The 450, it wasn't a new truck. It had 300,000, almost 400,000 kilometers on it. I run it a year and it was great. It worked well for what I was doing. When I seen the 650 come up on Marketplace, I went and looked at that, and I felt that that was a better option for me than the 450. So going to a newer 450, I didn't feel was the best option for me. So that 650 is a beautiful truck. It runs nice, it drives nice. I have zero complaints on the 450, so can't complain on how it runs, and it worked good for me this summer. So when I opted to get rid of the 450, I had to get a truck. The fact that I wasn't able to go to the building supplies and pick supplies up, or if I was doing a job that I didn't need to take the dump truck, was a real nuisance, because you can't put anything in the back of that dump truck. You can, but it's not a fun ordeal. And so I needed to get a truck. So option one was to buy a used truck, but they just want too much money and with too much mileage on them. And option two was buy a new truck and get rid of my car, but I just couldn't justify what it was going to cost me for fuel to travel back and forth to work, because I travel 100 miles. 100 miles one way. So for me, when I had the 2019 Ford, it was costing me $1,900 or $1,500 a month to travel to work. And that wasn't counting any of the travel that I was doing local. So the way I'm looking at this truck, the way I'm justifying it, driving a full-size truck, give me the options to do business or build supply or hauling my fuel tank or anything like that. And it's not going to cost me a fortune for gas. So that's what I was looking at right at the start. So I'm anxious to do my first trip tomorrow, and I'm going to share that with you guys. I'm going to do real world results in real time. So that's my plan with the next few videos. The only thing I'm doing right now is plowing. So if you guys like plowing videos, we'll do some plowing videos. But I will be glad to get my blade again this week. So the first video of the F-150 Lightning will be traveling to St. John, New Brunswick from where I live, which is, like I say, 145 kilometers one way. So we're going to get some real value information on how the truck works as far as the cold weather. I'm going to preheat it. It's sitting right now at 50% charge roughly. I've run it a little bit the last couple of days. And so I'm going to charge her up tonight. I'm going to set up departure time. So it will be all warmed up, ready to go, so I don't lose any energy to getting the cab warm and that type of thing. That's what they recommend. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go to work. So my question is, will I have to charge before I leave St. John on Boxing Day? Now, because I'm going to be pulling a trailer back, I may charge just to give myself a little bit of flexibility, because again, I don't know what it's going to be like pulling. I've seen different videos and stuff about pulling a trailer with a Lightning and you lose a lot of range. So the best bet is to charge and not become stranded. So it is a learning curve. And once I get to know how the truck works, it will be better for me. So that's just it takes time to figure that out. So we'll figure that out together. This is what I'm thinking. All right. Well, I'm going to stop talking and just let the video play and do some plowing. single blade shines and the box blade doesn't, because you get the windrows. At least if you can get the windrow all on one side, it is better.